quick interview, because you're planting seeds. You cannot expect for somebody to sign up when I do what I'm gonna do, but you never know, okay? So what happens is that this little booklet has everything that really she needs to be told, okay? So, Lisa, I'm gonna use you as an example. I'm gonna role play with you. Lisa, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to the Mary Kay sharing the dream. Because one of my jobs as a Mary Kay consultant is to share information with other women that I would love on my team. In fact, my team, I want a girl gang. I want a girl gang. That is my little motto, is that I want to bring other women into the company and build a Mary Kay team and unit, okay? And so this is how we earn in Mary Kay. First of all, you've got to purchase a kit. And I have a picture of the kit. I mean, you can get it on InTouch, okay? You purchase the kit, and this kit, it comes with this, what I call it, the Mary Kay designer bag. It has over $300 worth of real products, so you can demo it. You can use some of it yourself at the beginning, but I don't recommend it because you're gonna run out. You need product. The plumber needs tools. You know, the beauty consultant needs her tools. And a lot of literature and samples and things that you need to get started. About all you need to do is maybe get some cotton pads and some, what else do we need in there? That's about it, right?
I bought little cups for water.
Yeah,
Little Dixie cups.
Yeah, just very little, but that's about all that you really need to get started, okay? And so then you're gonna say, well, how do I earn? Well, we have what's called the avenues of income. And the first avenue is the skincare class, and that is the part of Mary Kay that really will build a woman's business, okay? Because you're meeting not just one person, not just two, but basically 3 to 6 women. It's not we call it a party, but it's not 20 people. Because our interest is in helping women to educate them to take good care of their skin with what we believe are the best products on the market, and to give them golden rule customer service, to treat them the way we would want to be treated. So when you start 50% profit pay for part-time work. And you know when we were at Tracy's party the other day and I sold $300, basically half of that was my profit. So could you see that perhaps that would be something that even if you tell me you have very little time, but that if you could gather a few ladies together even once a week, wouldn't $150 in your pocket help you financially?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm painting a picture for her. You get the idea? What is in it for her? Not for me. Not that I'm going to win a car. Not that I'm going to become a director. Not that I'm going to get a big commission check. It's what's in it for her, because if we help enough other people get what they want, we're going to get what we want. It comes automatically, okay? So we start out with the skincare class. The average skincare class is approximately $200, and that's being very conservative. So that's about $100. But as you build your confidence, and the more that you do, you will find yourself that your sales average will rise, okay? And then the other is facials, because sometimes you're going to run into someone and they're going to say, I really don't want to have a party, you know, in so many words they'll tell you. So you say, well, how about a private facial? And I remember that was offered to me, and I remember saying, you did that for me? I was so impressed that she would take time to just do a facial with me. So you can schedule facials and you still make 50% profit, and the average facial is at least $100. Your Miracle Set is $110. And so as a result, most women will purchase the Miracle Set. They can't get over the difference in just one application. So as a result, that's just on an average. And then the next thing is that our products are consumable. So what happens is that they're going to run out of products. And with good customer service, and I don't mean you have to be on the phone every day, but maybe once or twice a week to go through your customer file and see who hasn't ordered something in the last 2 to 3 months. And on our profile card that we have our customers fill out, we ask her how often does she want to be called or reached, okay? So it might just even be a text that you could send all your customers all at once and just say, I'm getting ready to place an order before the end of the month and want to make sure you have everything that you need to stay beautiful with Mary Kay. And then follow up with a phone call. Maybe do that once a month, twice a month, okay? Mm-hmm. And so the reorders are amazing, because what happens is that if you had a customer just even we figured that an average customer, and I don't really like averages because usually averages bring high things down, but is about $15 a month. So think about that. That's in 10 months, that's $150. So $150, and let's just say you picked up 2 customers a week for in a year, you're gonna have 100 customers at the end of the year, and they all buy $15. Do you see how the attrition in that, okay? And then internet shopping, because we have a website. You've been on my website, so you would have one exactly like it, but with your photo. You personalize it with your photo, and it gives you a chance to do some advertising on Facebook. There's legalities on that, but I'd explain that to you. And to keep in touch with it, have a special VIP page for your customers, and let people know that you're with Mary Kay and that they can just go on. You can have customers all over the United States, okay? And then sharing the dream, and that's what I'm doing with you. Because what happens is that once you start your Mary Kay business, you're going to meet women that I'll never meet, okay? And those women, you're going to say, hey, I'd love Tracy on my team, okay? And you tell Tracy's going to say, oh, no, I can sell anything. You say, Tracy, that's okay. You don't have to sell anything. I just want you to listen. Just say, I need to practice. So when you listen to what this is all about, and Tracy might go, oh, I had no idea. And this is what most of us do. We had no idea what Mary Kay's really all about, because it's so much more than sales. Okay, so I'm going to tell you in just a second. So as you build your team and you share the dream yourself, what happens is that the company is paying you for, I mean, it just goes on, 4, 6, 8, 9, 13% commission. We call those love checks that the company, they're actually not paper checks anymore, but they're love checks that the company deposits in your account, and that those commissions do not come out of your recruits' pockets. It comes from Mary Kay's pocket, because your consultants get to do the same thing you do. They make 50%. They get to share the dream too. So we don't make money off of each other. We're not a pyramid company, just so that you know. And then there's a car program. You've heard of the pink Cadillac, okay? Yes, it takes work to get there, but there's other cars. And sometimes in my recruiting folder, I have pictures of the cars, and I have a hard time changing them, but you can order materials from the company that has the pictures of the cars on there. And he actually has this. This just is simpler to explain on here. And the car program, and so, you know, that, could you get excited about not having a car payment, you know? And the company pays about 80% of the insurance. So as a result, I mean, it almost sounds too good to be true, but it is true, okay? I'll let you talk to my director if you have any questions on that. And then directorship, which is our leadership position. Actually, when you start team building, you are actually in leadership training, okay? But somewhere down the line, you will find yourself with a group of women, that gang, or girl gang that we talked about, is that you will be working together as a team, and you can reach that leadership position. The company pays you additional 9 to 13% commission. Actually, it's not really more when you add it up. The 13% as the recruiter, 13% as the director, that could be 26% and even more. And all those percentages don't make any difference right now, but they will in your future, okay? And then, of course, our highest position, National Sales Director, but that is so high up there that we'll tell you about that if you decide this is something for you, okay? But the advantages are tax deductions. If you talk to a financial advisor, they're probably going to tell you that it's a great idea to have a home-based business, because it's a great for tax deductions, okay? So just for your information, your car becomes the tax deduction, part of it. Your mileage that you do on your business, a portion of your home mortgage or rent, a portion of your utility bills, your cell phone immediately, 50% of your cell phone is tax deductible because you're using it for your business, office supplies and meals, and other things. And then also the benefits are that there are no quotas. Like I said, you can sell or recruit anyone in the entire United States and its territories. There's so it gives you an endless opportunity for income, okay? Our company is built on the concept of the golden rule, to do unto others as we would like to do, and we would have them do unto us. So we have a great support system, and our company teaches us to keep our priorities of God first, family second, career third. And I don't know about you, but that's very important to me. And prizes, awards, recognitions given weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. And this is where you can say, I just want this from Mary Kay. You know, you got your earrings from Mary Kay. This is where you can say, you start there. My director has a pink Cadillac, and she's on target for her 20th pink Cadillac. And if she can do it, we can do it. You see what I'm saying? In other words, use, if you haven't reached that level, just use get the Applause magazine. Open it up, show people's commission checks. Say, you know, right now you might just be wanting to make an extra $100 a month. But guess what? When life starts changing and you realize that you can do more, the opportunity is there for you to shift and decide to work your business a little bit more so that you can be making executive income. And the investment, like I said earlier, is $100. You know, it's $120.10 here in the San Antonio area. And just want you to know that this month in March, my director will give you a rebate. So as a result, you'll really be paying $75 plus tax and shipping for it. Okay? And then she'll set you up for orientation so that you can know how to get started. She's going to tell you about our Great Start program for a new consultant that can actually get hundreds and thousands of dollars of free product in their first 4 months from the company when they invest into it. Inventory, my director will explain that to you. It is not required. The only requirement right now is $100 and a decision. I don't know about you, but I can spend $100 at Target and I have no idea what I bought. I did that just the other day, and it was just groceries, stuff, coffee. So anyway, from what I have told you, what interests you the most? What do you feel caught your ear?
The tax stuff, just the cell phone,
Yeah.
and I guess my car, the mileage for the car.
Yeah, so your tax
I already paid my
deductions.
car.
And many women start this business for simply just for some tax deductions, and before you know it, they have found that they're making some really good. It's a side gig that you're making a really good little extra money, and not even little. It could be big money because in a party you sell $200, even if it's just $200, that's $100. Now I'm going to tell you that sometimes you will have that. We have what's called Perfect Start in Mary Kay, that you hold 5 parties in a 15-day period. You don't have to, but we recommend it. And I did it, and I'm glad that I did because I may not have kept going if I hadn't done it. And or put Mary Kay on 15 Faces because it's practice. You're practicing, and it doesn't even matter if you sell anything in those 5 parties. Well, it does, but it doesn't. Okay. Well, let's just say that this party you sold $200. This party you just sold $50. This party you sold $300. This party you sold $250. This one you sold $0. When you average it out, you still sold $200 basically, or $175 a party. But if you had just held this one and sold $0, you'd be totally disappointed if you didn't have any more parties scheduled. You get the idea?
Mm-hmm.
So as a result, and then what concerns do you have of the information that I've had you? If you were to consider becoming a Mary Kay consultant, what concerns do you have?
Concerns? I would say finding people.
That is everybody's biggest question, okay? And of course, at the beginning, you will start with friends and family. Okay? Now, I'm going to warn you right now, friends and family look at you as Lisa, my friend, Lisa, my sister, Lisa, my cousin, but not Lisa, the professional Mary Kay beauty consultant. Don't take it personally. That's just the way it is. But it is usually the friends of friends and family that will take you more seriously. Okay? So that's how you start, and you just start practicing with them. And through time, we're also going to teach you how to network, how to meet new people, how to ask for referrals. Okay? And all that comes with, as long as you're willing to learn, the teaching is there. Okay? So with that, tell me, is there any reason why we couldn't get you signed up today?
I would like to sign up today.
All right, let me pull out my iPad. I wish they were all that easy. But most people and most consultants will quit. If she said no, they'll quit right there. And what you need to do is you need to say, let's just say that you said, I need to think about it. Okay? I would just say, what do you need to think about? Because maybe I can answer that for you right now. Not, well, what do you need to think about? You see the difference? It's all in the attitude. What do you need to think about? Because maybe I can answer that question right now. And so it's just really digging deeper to find out what her needs are, what her fears are, how we can overcome those fears. And you might even just say, would you give me permission to give your number for us to even get on three-way line with my director? I actually get credit from my director just for getting people to listen to what I just did. And you do, y'all do, okay? Say, just so she might be able to answer some questions that maybe I'm not able to answer, because I'm really right now in training for this, but I'm really serious about building my team. okay?
Okay.
So when would be a good time? I know you work during the day, would maybe tomorrow evening work? Okay, let's just say, Lisa, that I was you, and what's a good time? Go ahead and set it up.
Tomorrow evening at 7:30.
7:30? Okay, I'm gonna call my director and I'm gonna confirm that that's a good time for her. Okay, I'm gonna be at Merle's meeting. I will step out of Merle's meeting and go to another room or go outside and do that for y'all. So that's one of the things that I think that I really want to impress. I'm here for you. Don't try to do this alone. I had to do it alone. It wasn't fun. I didn't have a director in San Antonio. My adopted director was not me. No, I mean, it just wasn't the same. And so take advantage of letting me help you, okay? And tell, if somebody says, well, I don't know, is she gonna twist my arm? No, she's not gonna twist your arm. She's gonna help you make a decision. And even if you say no, that might be the right decision for you. It's okay. But what happens is we're planting seeds. And when you're planting seeds, even if she's not ready now, she still has it in the back of her head. And I had one of my former consultants call me the other day. She goes, I'm back. I've got to get back into Mary Kay. I really need my happy place. You just never know. You just never know. But there are a lot of women out there that have never heard, they just know of Mary Kay. They have never heard our marketing plan. I truly am a firm believer that the best people to do this, to share this with. And did you see, it didn't take that long, okay? To do that. And one of the things that I highly recommend, I'm going to borrow this from you, the career chat, is you need a verification of who you talk to. Have them fill this out, and then take a picture of it and send it to me. I will not call her unless you ask me. But guess what? When I get enough of these, I have a queen of sharing every month, and I give good prices, okay? So just share. But I really find that it is best to share with women who have tried the product. They don't know what they're selling if you don't let them try the product first. But every once, it's an exception. There's an exception to the rule. If there's somebody who's really sharp, you might just have to sit down with her and say, you know what, I cannot let you go. I've got to let you know about this company. And you may not have time for a facial right now, but I need to tell you about this company. And then maybe she might even find a time to hold a party after that. She may not sign up, but it's just getting the information out there. That is so important. And then also telling them, and I'm going to tell you another thing that I'm doing this month, two things really, is you bring me someone for me to interview face to face, okay? Not just on the phone. It's going to have to be face to face. I feel very strongly about that because it's very hard to read someone on the phone or to read them even on Zoom, okay? I will do it on Zoom and I will do it on the phone if you need it for me to do it. I will be happy to do an interview for you on the phone with someone, okay? All she needs to do is have one of these in front of her, okay? I can do that. That's not a problem. And Tracy could do that too, okay? But if you get someone face to face that we can meet somewhere for a cup of coffee, I'd rather, you can bring her to my house, but I find that it's a little intimidating. I think a neutral place. Well, it's just, I think a neutral place is better. Somewhere, unless it's like our Friday night event, if you want to bring her over, but to actually sit down and talk about her becoming a consultant, you know, a Starbucks, Jim's Coffee Shop, you know, La Madeleine, just for a cup of coffee, you know, whatever, just to get together, and so that we can share information with her. And you get someone in front of me, and I will give her a charcoal mask or a gel mask as a gift for listening. The only thing that I ask you to do, I want you to ask her this before you get her in front of me. And I hope you understand why I'm saying this, is I want to ask her, if you decided that Mary Kay was for you, could you come up with $100 in the next 2 weeks? And if she says no, I'm going to tell you to tell her ask her, when could you come up with $100? If you knew that this was like your dream career, that maybe even if you just started part-time now, your dream career, could you come up with $100 within the next month? And she says yes, then I'll meet with her. But if she says no, she's not going to do it, okay? She's not going to do it, and you can interview her, okay? I hope that makes sense, because my time is very precious. I have to talk to women who are willing to listen. I mean, who are really willing, and it's not just, It's not just, I'm just doing this a favor for you. I really wanna know what this is all about, and I have the opportunity to say yes or no, and nobody's gonna pressure me, okay? But if I do decide, I do have the means to purchase a starter kit, because if not, she's disappointed, okay? And Teresa, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a disappointment for everybody, okay?
Right.
Because she feels let down that this sounds great to her, but she doesn't have the money to do it.
Right.
And but if you yourself plant a seed and say, I want to practice with you. This is what it's all about. And when you can come up with $100, $120.10, I'm going to take you to my director. Or I want you to come to a meeting, or bring her to a breakfast. You know what I'm saying? To something else like that. Okay. Now you bring her to a breakfast. If seriously, you bring a guest to and I already gave Robin one, okay, so I can't give Robin another one. Okay?
Yeah.
But if you bring a guest to breakfast on Saturday, I'll give her one of those, because she's hearing the marketing plan.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm there, so I can build a relationship with her to follow up if need be. Okay? So I'm really trying to help you all build your teams, okay? And not just numbers, okay? But nice, warm numbers of people that really want to better their lives like you do, okay? That's what it's all about, is to enrich the lives of women everywhere and their households. Because if mama's happy, everybody's happy, right? And so, the other thing is that contest, I am like truly believing. I don't like looking on InTouch, because it tells me the truth, okay? And as of last month, we're officially on target for 600,000, and in my head, we're on target for $1 million. And so I don't like looking at the truth, because then it sort of messes with my head, with my mindset. But I'm so determined to do it that this month, Judy and I figured out that when we do 40,000 wholesale, and we haven't done that in a long time, and now with your team in my unit, with your unit and or your team,
She did 800,000 a year. I became a director the first time.
Yes.
Just saying, I do think that.
Well, you know what? And when it's on target for
always-
600,000, chances are we'll do 800,000. Okay? I mean, that's sort of what it is. But the $1 million is just sort of crazy, but I still believe we can do it. We figured when we do, because it's double credit month, we do 40,000. I want y'all to think about this. They add 20,000 to it. That's 60,000. They double it for retail. That's 120,000 added to what we already have. Okay, so we're at like 400 and something thousand right now. That puts us on target for 600. Well, by then we'll be on target for 800,000. So I said, if the unit really pulls together and makes those sales, I mean, everybody, there's like, 15 of us that we're going to Career Conference, and all 15 of us held even one party next Friday or Saturday, but I'm going for 3 each. Can you imagine what would happen in the sales? Everybody would be bringing in extra income or building their inventory, and the orders that would go into the company. And the highest we've done this year is like 29,000, I think. Well, I think I told y'all this Friday. We have over 200 now, way over 200 unit members, and not everybody's going to order. But if everybody did. If everybody just did 200, we'd have like 47,000 wholesaling. If everybody just ordered 225, not even more. I mean, it's all in the numbers, to build it up. So when we do 40,000, I'm giving away $250 cash with this Kate Spade bag, okay, inside. And when we do 50,000, I'm going to say when, not if. When we do 50,000, I'll do 4 of those. The other 2 bags might be a little different, but they'll be pink. I'll make sure they're pink, but because I had pre-ordered these, and then the team building. When we have any qualified recruit, you bring in a qualified recruit. Your name's going in a drawing for this one.
Oh, it's
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah, and I'll have
That's
something
really
special
pretty.
for all
It is.
recruits that have a 600. This is the best bag.
You could crossbody it. It's so
and then you
cute.
can carry it like this with this.
Uh-huh.
And I love that you can just leave the chain on. You can take it off, but I would do it both ways, because sometimes I just like
It
carrying
looks
it like
classier with the chain
With
on
the
it.
chain on it.
What's that?
It looks classier with
Yes,
the
it
chain on
does. It does, because you could take this off and it almost could be an evening bag. I mean, really, it's
Oh yeah, I see it now.
right.
Mhm.
Isn't that cute?
They're taking
Absolutely.
that to 90s.
Oh, 90s. The pink and black.
Okay,
It's pretty.
so what do y'all have to say?
We're doing it.
Yes.
No,
Done.
seriously, I think about it, 10 new recruits in the unit doing 600 each is $6,000.
I'm gonna bring in 5.
Okay, yeah, and I already have my
Look,
first
I've
one, she's
claimed
doing
it.
a
Now she's gonna hold
600.
me to it.
Actually, she's supposed to order this weekend. I'm having her hold it till Monday because I want her to be a target for Star Consultant for next quarter. Because I always think of the consultant, not me. So, think of
I'm
what's
gonna
in it for her.
I'm gonna gold medal.
And that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
Y'all can do it.
So,
Do it with me.
What are we doing?
Gold medal.
gold medal.
I will be active most likely Monday because I want this target for the Star Consultant thing. So I'll be active. Like active.
Active, active.
I still need like $300 before I get the 600.
Oh, for your for
Yeah.
your qualified order.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Look, she's a great start.
That'll really, every dollar that is ordered into the company makes all the difference in the world. Gold medal, this is important for you to know. There's a gold medal, it's 5 new recruits into the company, and they don't even have to order yet. It's just that their agreements are
Oh.
in. And you get a charm bracelet with a little gold medal charm for me, okay? And you'll get more than that for me if you do that. I promise you. I promise you, you'll get more than that. And then now for this one, they have to be qualified in March, okay?
Yeah.
You don't worry about qualifying them, that's my job, okay? They're either gonna qualify or they're not, that's all there is to it, so that's my job to train them. I have my new recruit ask me, she says, I can do this business, but I don't have time to train people. I said, that's not your job. In so many words, that it is your job to bring them in, encourage them, and keep them enthusiastic about what they're doing. You know, I send an email to every new recruit. You recruit Tracy, you recruit someone, you're gonna get, you recruit Tracy, let's just say Tracy gets a welcome letter from me, you get a copy of it. It tells her what to do. You call her, text her, say, did you get Sylvia's text or email? Make sure that you watch that video or whatever it is that I tell her to do. Make sure you follow up that she is doing those things because it's for her own good. Because she's busy with other life. This is all new to her, so all this InTouch stuff is crazy to her. So as a result, I have it planned out each certain day, so many days they get a certain text or email. They're warned, they know. There's one of the second, I have a second welcome letter, and I tell her about creating a separate email just for her business. Then you just call her or you text her and just say, did you read Sylvia's email? Are you planning to make it? And I usually talk to her about it in orientation. And these new consultants are coming up with the cutest email names. It's like their name Mary Kay or Pink Lady or something at gmail.com or something.
Mine's Tracy MK Love.
They love, yeah. And so then 4 is the bronze medal is 3, silver medal is 4, and the gold medal is 5. And when you have a gold medal, your name comes out in the Applause magazine, which is a big deal. Okay.
It's a big deal.
So it's again working not the call numbers, but the numbers game. Is you can bring 5 people in this month. None of them might order, but they'll order next month. Or maybe 2 order this month and 3 order next month. You see what I'm saying? And so it's just getting, and we become like a machine, you know, it's like you push me, pull you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you bring her in, I help her, you know to follow up, then I follow up with her. And we're not pressuring her, we're just there to help her. And it builds trust is what it does, okay? Anything else? Did I leave anything out?
No.
I talked a lot, I know I did.
It's okay,
I hope that
it's
y'all
awesome.
are excited about this $1 million year. I know that we can do it and we deserve it. We deserve it as a unit. We have a great reputation with the company. Our company thinks we rock. And it's not because of me, it's because of us, okay? And they say, one of the things that they always tell me, they go, Sylvia, one of the things that we're so impressed with your unit is that you have such few chargebacks. I don't remember the last time a consultant returned product to the company because I don't let y'all stockpile your inventory. But at the same time, that can sometimes be dangerous because y'all don't have enough inventory. And if you don't have enough inventory, you're not selling like you could. So don't be afraid to invest. And I talked to you about how in just 6 weeks, You could have a $3,000 inventory on your shelf by selling $300. What was it, 600 a week? Yours was 600 a week. But think about it, in 12 weeks, if you sold $300 a week and put every dollar back in your business, you would have a $3,000 inventory. Because you didn't pay yourself anything, and there's, hey, what business could you be in and work part-time? $300 a week can be done in a one party, okay? Maybe a $20 party and $100 in reorders. We just have to get on the phone and talk to more people. And it's not just texting, posting on Facebook, it's actually getting face-to-face with people. And I know it's not easy, but it's worth it. It truly is worth it. You know, it's just doing things like I'll send a chat, I'll say, Tracy, you have a minute to chat. I've done that to you too, but that's it. and we'll set a time, we'll set a time. Doing that with people. Do you have a minute to chat? When's a good time for us to chat? And then you set a telephone appointment with them. And that's when you say, I'm looking for women who will give me their opinion on the product, and I need to meet some new women, and I know you know women I don't know, and I'm at this challenge for next weekend, or this weekend. It can be any weekend, okay? But especially, anyway, y'all have any questions for me?
Let's go do it.
Let's go do it.
We're gonna do it.